everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hey, my name's Tiffany. I love sharing fun and easy crafting projects to help you get creative at home. Well, the holidays are here, so that means it's time for cozy crafts and thoughtful gifts. In this video, I'll show you how to make beautiful personalized Christmas gifts, all with your Cricut Joy. These will be great for teachers, coworkers, even your neighbors. They are quick to make, budget friendly, and guaranteed to put a smile on that person's face. So without further ado, let's get crafting. Before we get to the fun part, I'm measuring the tumbler to make sure my design fits nicely. The cup cradle helps keep the tumbler steady so I can get the size just right. Like with all Cricut projects, we're going to start in Design Space. Now I'm not going to bore you with my entire process of scrolling through all the fonts. You already know how that goes. But once I've got my design picked out and sized to fit the tumbler, we are ready to cut. I'm going to be using smart vinyl for this project. So in Design Space, I'm selecting without matte. But if you're using regular vinyl, you just need to choose on matte and then select permanent vinyl. The Cricut Joy will check the length of the material and then start the cut. It's super quick and easy, and this is honestly the part where I just sit back and let the machine do its thing. Once the design is finished cutting, it's time to weed it. This one is pretty simple, so it doesn't take that long. I just remove the extra vinyl around the letters and make sure all the tiny pieces stay in place. After that, I'm adding a piece of transfer tape right on top. I like to use my scraper tool and really press down so everything lifts cleanly on the first try. Now the design is ready to go onto the tumbler. Now I'm placing the tumbler back on the cup cradle so it stays steady while I apply the decal. This really helps keep everything from rolling around while I'm trying to line up the design. Next, I peel off the vinyl from the original backing using the transfer tape so the whole design is ready to place in one piece. I take a moment here to get the placement just right. It's important, especially on a curved surface like this one. Once everything looks good, I press the design down firmly. I also like to go over it a couple times with my scraper tool to make sure the vinyl really sticks before I remove the transfer tape. Then I slowly peel it back at an angle. If any little letter tries to lift, I just press down again and peel it a little bit more. And that's it. The design is on the tumbler, and look how clean it looks. It's such a simple project, but it makes a beautiful personalized gift that anyone would love. The next gift idea is one of my favorites because it's quick, cute, and perfect for teachers and coworkers. A little coffee cup shaped gift card holder. Just like before, we're starting in Design Space. And the nice thing about every project I'm showing you today, it's already available right inside Cricut Design Space. So you don't have to create anything from scratch unless you want to. Since I'm using regular cardstock for this project, I'm selecting on matte in Design Space and choosing medium cardstock as my material. Design Space will walk you through each step, including when to load the next color of cardstock. So just follow the on-screen instructions. And I'm using white, red, and green for this project, and I'll just load each color in as the Joy prompts me to. And when each cut is done, I just peel the cardstock off the mat. I like to bend it slightly so the paper comes off clean without curling. Now that all the pieces are cut out, I'm going to be using tacky glue to put everything together. I really like this glue because it dries clear, so even if a little glue squeezes out, you won't see it once it's dry. First, I'm gluing the sleeve together. This part is really easy because you don't have to worry about avoiding the slit of the gift card just yet. We're just attaching two pieces so it forms a little wrap that goes on the front. Next, I'm gluing the lid pieces together. This one is just as easy as the sleeve. We're just layering the lid so it has a cute dimensional look to it. Now I'm adding the lid onto the main part of the gift card holder. For this step, I'm gluing directly onto the white cardstock instead of the lid itself. That just makes it a lot easier to control where the glue goes, especially because we want to avoid putting any glue over the slit where the gift card will slide into. I'm taking my time here to line up everything so that the lid fits right on top of the cup shape. Once I have it where I want it, I press down gently and let the glue set for a few seconds. Now let's add the sleeve. For this step, I'm only adding glue along the outside edges. You don't want any glue in the middle because that's where the gift card needs to slide right between the sleeve and the holder. Once the glue is on, I line up the sleeve and press it down gently. You can take your time here and make sure everything is straight before the glue starts to set. And that's all there is to this part. The tacky glue holds everything together really well once it dries. Now that the glue is dry, you can see that the tacky glue is completely clear, so you don't see any edges or marks at all. You can now slide your gift card right into the pocket we created. It fits perfectly between the sleeve and the main holder, and you can see how sturdy it is. This is such a cute way to dress up a simple gift card and make it feel extra special. For this self-care bag, I'm starting by measuring the front so I know how big to make my wording. This just helps make sure the design fits nicely. Just like with every project, I'm first heading into Design Space to get the image ready for the self-care bag. I always start by checking the size of the design and adjusting it so it fits the front of the bag just right. Feel free to resize yours depending on how big your bag is. Since we're using HTV for this project, make sure you mirror your design before cutting it. That's super important, especially with iron-on. I'm using glitter HTV today, so I'm choosing the glitter iron-on setting and selecting more pressure to make sure it cuts cleanly. I'm placing the HTV shiny side down on the mat. The clear glossy side is the carrier sheet, and it always goes face down when cutting iron-on. Now I'm weeding the glitter HTV, and this is where I like to use my Cricut Bright Pad. Glitter iron-on can be really hard to see, so the light underneath helps me find all the cut lines and makes weeding way easier. Now it's time to preheat your heat press. I'm using the Cricut Auto Press and setting the temperature to 330 degrees for 43 seconds. That's the recommended setting for glitter HTV, so it gives you a really solid, long-lasting press. Now let's place our design on the front of the bag and make sure it's centered. Before pressing, I'm adding a sheet of butcher paper on top. This protects both the glitter HTV and the fabric while it's under the heat. Here I'm lowering the heat press and locking it into place with just 2 fingers. The auto press does the rest of the work once it's closed. Once the press is finished and everything has cooled a bit, I can peel off the carrier sheet and look how clean that turned out. The glitter HTV looks so pretty on this bag. I love how versatile this project is. You can personalize it even more based on the person you're giving it to. Fill it with their favorite treats, a face mask, or even some tea for a relaxing night in. Now we're starting with the first card in the pack, and I'm using this pre-made thanks design right from Cricut Design Space. All we need to do is make sure we're selecting the correct card size before sending it over to the Cricut Joy. I'm using the 4.25 by 5.5 inches. Make sure to select Insert Card for material. Now let's slide the back of the card underneath the clear flap of the insert mat. The front of the card sticks to the mat so it stays in place for cutting. Now stick your card mat into the Cricut Joy and watch the magic happen. Once the cutting is done, we just need to peel off the card from the mat, and you can see how clean that thanks design came out. These insert cards are so quick and easy to make. Let's slide the insert piece into the corners of the card, and this is what really makes that thanks design pop. I love how just adding the backing gives it that finished layered look. For the second card, we're doing something a little different and using the pen plus cut feature. This card is also a pre-made design in Cricut Design Space, so all we need to do is select it and make sure it's sized for the card we are using. Make sure to select Insert Card for material. And you can see that Design Space is prompting me to add the pin into the Cricut Joy so it can draw the design first. To add the pin, open up the clamp, take out the blade, and slide the pin until you hear it snap into place. Now Design Space is prompting me to remove the pin and add the blade back in. So we're just going to open the clamp again, take out the pin, and drop the blade back in so it's ready to cut. It's time to remove the card from the mat. Now that the drawing and cutting are done, let's slide the insert piece into the corners of the card. This gives the design a pop of color from behind and completes the whole look. It's such an easy step and makes the card look so finished and polished. And here's the finished card pack all tied together with a bow. I didn't record every single card I made for this pack, but you can use the 2 that we did today as a guide to create your pack. For the personalized keychain, we're starting in Design Space with 2 different designs. We'll be cutting them from 2 different vinyl colors, but setting them as the same color in Design Space so that the Joy cuts everything on one mat. Then we'll space them out on the canvas so we have a clear reference where each vinyl color should go when we load the mat. Next, it's time to select your material. I will be using premium vinyl for this cut. Now we're adding both vinyl colors to the mat. Since we set the design to cut together, we just want to line each color up with the grid mark so it matches the measurements in Design Space. That way the Joy cuts each design on the correct color. Once everything's lined up, we're ready to load the mat and start cutting. Now we can start weeding our design. With smaller keychain pieces like these, it really helps to take your time and work slowly so that all the tiny letters and details stay exactly where we want them. If you have any trouble seeing the cut lines, you can always bend the vinyl just a little. That usually helps make the shapes pop so they're easier to find. Let's add our transfer tape to the top of the design. I like to press it down really well so everything lifts cleanly. A scraper tool or even just your fingers works great here. Before we add our vinyl, we just need to peel off the protective plastic from both sides of the acrylic keychain. This keeps the surface clean and shiny so that the vinyl sticks perfectly. Now we can peel our design off the original backing using our transfer tape and place it onto the keychain. I like to take a moment to line everything up so it's centered, and then press it down really well so the vinyl sticks to the acrylic. Once it's on there, we can lift off the transfer tape and reveal the design. For the back of the keychain, we're just repeating the same steps that we did for the front. We'll weed, transfer tape, line up the design on the back of the acrylic, and press it down so it sticks really well. Once it's in place, we'll just peel off the transfer tape and reveal the second side. Doing both sides really gives the keychain a finished professional look. Now we can attach the keychain hardware. The jump ring is already open, so we can slide it through the hole of the acrylic and then add the keychain loop. Once everything's connected, I use my pliers to squeeze the jump ring closed so it's nice and secure. And that's it. The keychain is all finished. I hope this video gave you some inspiration to start your holiday crafting. All these gifts were affordable, quick, and such a great way to put a smile on someone's face. If you liked today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Cricut Joy videos like this one. Until next time, stay crafty!